Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn and this is a 12/12 gateway reading for Gemini. So Gemini, 12th day, 12th month, 2020, it's a really powerful window of energy. And then coming into, we've already got our first card. Coming into the solstice on the 21st, we have our longest night and our shortest day, but also, okay, we've already got those. So there you go. So also we've got the, that's our solstice, and we've got Jupiter and Saturn will be the closest to each other that they've been in many hundreds of years. And they're going to appear, as they're so close, they're going to appear like they are one bright star in the sky. So that's just amazing energy. We've got a new moon in Sagittarius coming this week, and I believe that we have a lunar eclipse as well. So there's just so much energy from now until the end of this year leading into next. And let's take a look at what we're going to be able to release, what is ready to go, what is, coming in for the new year. So surrendering your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So this is all around, seeing outside of yourself and coming from your heart space. So this is the focus for you, is being able to come from your heart space and be able to separate your ego, which is, frequency wise or vibrationally, that's always a goal of ascension, is to get control over that ego and allow that to dissolve its control and take over the body from a much higher vibrational space, connected to your source. And we've got number 2, sacral chakra, and another one came out, number 5, conflict and defeat. So the sacral chakra is all about, that's sitting in the seat, sort of your sexual seat. It's just above your root chakra, and its color is orange, and it deals with your one-on-one relationships. It deals with your relationships to money, your relationships to your relationship to self, your relationships with others, one-on-one, whether that be romantic or family or co-workers. It's typically about your stability and your relationships with others. So when you get like lower back pain, that kind of thing, that's usually connected to issues around your relationship with money, let's say, right? You get that lower back pain when finances get stressed and you're feeling like you're in lack and that kind of thing. So this is around that, and it's about that identity. And then you've got conflict and defeat. So you've been feeling defeated around some of your relationships or your connection within your soul chakra, and that still deals, or sacral, sorry, that still deals with the emotional body, the physical body. And as we move higher in the chakras, it vibrates higher. And one of our main goals as we ascend in this world is to really clear up those lowering chakras. It's really ultimately to clear them all and have them all spinning and, working beautifully with you in your physical form and your spiritual form. But it's really important to clear up those lower chakras of all of our ancestral stuff that we were born into as, humans, and also of all of the relationship issues that we've been taught through life as well, the programs that we've been taught about our relationships with others, our self-worth around others, our relationship with money. Does it come from a poverty mentality or a place of abundance? It's all of those things. And the ego can really get into play and talk us down, when it comes to feeling valued and our relationships with others. So Gemini, this is such a beautiful thing to be working on right now, because this is clearing up some old stuff where you've had conflict before, either internally within yourself because you're ready to release a lot of that, or you know, that conflict and feeling defeated with others because your ego's been in play when it comes to your relationship with others on a one-to-one basis, or your relationship with you know, things like money or your job, that kind of thing. So we've got 3 cards that have come out already. We're just pulling some tarot to get more clarity in the message. But this is a really beautiful goal to work through. And shadow work is never, you know, fun. I welcome shadow work. I really see it as such a key. It's so key to our growth. You know, it's so key to our evolution as, you know, here humans, in our human form here, you know, as spirits in human form, it's really key to release so much of that stuff that came to us, came with us when, you know, when we were born. And it just, every time you can get rid of more stuff and transmute more energy, there's more room for that light energy to come in, and it literally shifts the way that you perceive life and how life flows. It's just, it's a beautiful thing. Not always easy, but always worth it. And we've got 3 more we've got to pull. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to take a look at the tarot that have come through here. And we've got some major arcana. We've got some earth energy. Lots of earth energy here. Lots and lots. So yeah, we've got some air energy, which is yours. A little bit of fire, not too much, but you've got a lot of earth energy. So that could be relating to possibly the signs of Taurus, people in your life. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are earth signs. So it could be connected to an earth sign or more than one earth sign in your life. If you have a lot of earth in your chart, then this could also refer to you. But let's get right to it here. So we've got the 4 and the 7 of crystals that have come up to begin with. This is, the 4 of crystals is around control and security. So that's, again, that's those relationships. It's hanging on too tight, feeling a lack, like you don't have enough money, you don't have enough resources, you know, you're feeling, holding yourself back out of fear, you know, feeling like you are insecure and need security. Then you've got the 7 of crystals here, which is about options and results. So it's waiting, you know, you're having options and waiting for those results. But, you know, waiting from a space of not letting the ego get into play. There's got to be patience here with whatever this pertains to for you, Gemini. It's all about patience and allowing things to be and not letting the ego get into play and taking things so personally, you know. And then on top of this, we've got the 1 major arcana here, the Magician, willpower and creation. So you are definitely in a space where you have the energy that is wide open for you to manifest what it is you want and to bring that into physical, into our physical world, you know. But you need to be patient and you need to allow it to be and not let the ego get into play here, you know, because you're working from triggers from past situations within your, that are stored in your sacral chakra, you know, with your one-to-one relationships with others and with money. So moving on, we've got the Queen of Acorns, which would be fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So this could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your life. The energy is feminine, often represents a person, can be any identity, but the energy of that person is a feminine energy. And this is that passionate, creative spark of a person. So if this is romantic and this is someone coming into your life to influence this, you've got someone that's very passionate, very creative, very, she's very open and confident and has this great zest for life, you know, very quite independent. And then you've got the King of Crystals here, which would be the King of Pentacles. And they are facing in the same direction. So they're going in the same direction. And this would be Earth sign. So this would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be a masculine, although it is a masculine energy that the person embodies. And this is courage and commitment. So this king often represents the not being afraid to lean into the deep emotions. You know, he's a very nurturing king. He's very much supportive in the emotional sense, but you need to be aware that he's very much sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a sec there. He's very much into that security, right? The financial security, the emotional security, the material security. This King of Pentacles is really, King of Crystals is really all about that. And it's courage and commitment. So in this case, it's all about, you know, making that commitment and then having the courage to stick to it. So it could be that this is representing, you know, you and another, although neither of these are air. This could represent your energy and another energy coming together. They are going in the same direction. So it could be the two of you are traveling in the same direction, maybe healing some of the same things. But again, you know, you don't want to get caught up in that ego space and try and control things, especially with that queen. If that represents another in your life, that queen is not one to be controlled. That is for sure, right? And then you've got the Page of Crystals here, ideas and discipline. So this is, again, Pentacles. So you've got the King of Crystals and you've got the Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. So this is about new commitment to something, commitment to learning. So you need to learn a different way, Gemini, is what the cards are suggesting, or you are learning a different way to move through your one-to-one relationships with things. You know, like maybe it is that you have put a lot of importance on your relationship with money and with your material gains, and you've really been focused on that. And that's been the priority, even dominating how you move through or choose, you know, your partners or your primary romantic relationships. And now things are shifting for you, and you're beginning to release that ego a little bit, you know, and really work on that sacral chakra and get pull out those old feelings of that defeatism, you know, and that giving up, and releasing and transmuting that energy and opening up to this new space of this, you know, this passion and this commitment to yourself, living in the world a new way, but also within the, you know, your relationships and the way that you perceive them. So then coming forward more, we've got the King of Acorns here, which I really don't see him very much. And we've got the Knight of Feathers and the Two of Feathers. So the feathers is your energy, and that's air, so that's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And we've got the Two of Feathers, decisions to make. So you've got this decisions and direction. Now, quite often when this is in the normal, typical tarot, the swords are crossed over at cross purposes and the person is blindfolded. They can't see what direction they're going in. So this is all about decisions and choosing directions for you. But having optimism here, because you've got this Knight of Feathers where you're being asked to take action and to focus on what it is that you're making decisions about, and making those decisions less from an ego place, more from a space of gratitude, of what is the best for everyone, not taking things personally. Things just are what they are, so to speak, right? And not attaching them to situations from your past and then projecting them into this new space of relationships. And this really does feel like it's all about relationships. And then you have the King of Acorns. So you have the Queen here, and then you've got the King. This is that fire energy again. And this is the optimism and innovation. So this would be all around, sorry, I'm just looking here. This is the very mature King, where he's filled with optimism. He's filled with great ideas. He's very passionate. He's very focused. You know, so embracing that energy of this, you know, this King and the Queen here. So it could be that you have someone with masculine energy coming in that is connected to this king of acorns, and it can be feminine or masculine identity, any identity, as I said, but the energy within that person and of the card is very much that masculine, direct, action-based energy, right? So let's just pull a little bit of romance tarot, since there seems to be, you know, a bit in here that could be around your one-to-one relationships romantically with others, and see where this takes you, because you've got your king and your queen of acorns here, and that's passion, that's fire, that's, you know, that's where things really get fired up and get passionate, is within that space with that kind of energy. So the cards aren't really popping up here. There's one. Let's see if we can get a couple more. If not, we'll just draw for them. Okay, how many is that? Okay, so we'll take those. So here we go. We have 4 cards that came up. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So the moon, fear, definitely. You've been in a place of fear, Gemini, and ego loves the, like they go together, ego and fear. Whenever there's a fear-based reaction, the ego is in play there, where, you know, it's talking to you, it's telling you stories, and it's up to us to really get grounded and really calm our space down so that we can see things more clearly, because the ego and fear, they go hand in hand. They are like best friends, you know, until you really get a handle on the ego and you now control that, you know, from your spiritual space. Then things will shift with the ego, because it's a very useful tool. You know, it's not to be discredited at all, but it is not supposed to run our lives. It is not supposed to be the thing that drives our actions. And if you can get a handle on that, it's really interesting, because this is also the moon. It's not just fear, but it's things hidden, things unknown, you know. So if you can get a handle on that, you have something really beautiful that is waiting for you here in this next cycle, because you've got the Ace of Shells and the Ace of Gems. That would be the Ace of Cups, which is a pure offering of love coming your way, or you will be ready to offer your love from a space that is much less controlled by ego and the sacral chakra fear, right? The fear, because that's what triggers this in its shadow form. So as you transmute this energy and you come from a place of less ego and thinking outside of yourself and allowing your heart space to open for that love, you know, you're going to be ready to offer that love, and or that love is being manifested towards you. And I know it's being manifested towards you because you've got another, this is major arcana, so it speaks to major events. And this is also major arcana, which is the Magician, which is energy. The energy is in motion. You are manifesting this. You have this great power right now to really manifest this brilliant, mature, authentic love that is not attached in ego and possessiveness. It's not attached in these past feelings of, you know, it has to be about conflict and there has to be a winner or a loser here. And then you've got the Ace of Gems, which is reward. That's another ace, Ace of Pentacles. That's financial reward, you know, clarity of purpose, clarity of your goals. So you're getting clear on things, or you have an opportunity, Gemini, to get clear on things. And that's really going to lead you into that space where your sacral chakra is going to be really doing some healing and elevating and bringing you out of a space of fear-based, you know, ego reaction in your connections, your one-to-one relationships with things. And it's going to allow you to come into a much more holistic, well-rounded space for those relationships. And in particular, it looks like there's romance that's coming through that's going to be passionate, but also mature, you know, and not, what's the word? Like not possessive, not possessive. If you can get yourself into this space and do a bit of this shadow work, and it'll be different for all of you. For some, maybe it's a lot of shadow work. For others, maybe you're just ready and you're looking at it and you're doing it, you know. The opportunity is definitely there. All right, let's get a little more advice and then we'll close out the reading. And please click like and subscribe if you could. That would be really great. And private personal readings are available. Just click the open up to the description below for the link to my email and message me privately. Okay, so we have one more advice card which exactly fits into all of this. And we had two fly out. Okay, so we'll take them. So final message, mental conflict number 2. Yeah, and this is a master number here. So you've got your second chakra, which is your sacral chakra, and then you've got mental conflict number 2. So you've got these master numbers sitting side by side, the 2 and the 2. So the mental conflict, again, that's the ego, right? That's the ego is at play here in the mind. It's all about the mind games with the fear. So this is all about moving through the mental conflict, getting a hold of that, taking things personally, being reactive. You know, you're releasing all of this. And if you're not, you have definitely got beautiful energy to open up and to release all of this. Like, this is a really strong, clear reading. This is all coming through like really, really clearly for me right now. So woodpecker comes out. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. See? Yeah, it's that new rhythm. You've got to stay focused and you've got to really start to get a handle on that. And then goose, your dreams and desires are calling you to action and the journey begins today. So there you go. It's all there for you. It's waiting. You've got these repeating 2s here, master numbers. You've got major arcana over here. Like, this is this can be really long-term, life-changing stuff, but it starts with your sacral chakra, your connections to the emotion and the ego and the fear with your one-to-one relationships with others, and transmuting and shifting the perspective of how you see them and how they interact in your life each day. So Gemini, this is your Gateway 1212 reading. Any constructive feedback in the comments is welcome. Thank you very much. And remember to please live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.